Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the Gators offense going to get the chance to start this game off. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does.
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
How about that to start the game off by this defense? The offense decides to drop back on the first play, and this quarterback has no time at all because of the pressure up front.
Tough position here. 2nd and long from the 14. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Takes the handoff again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The Longhorns offense is on the move now. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And a sophomore making an impact play. The sack sets up a second down and very long.
Well, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line for the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida.
Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. Longhorns come to the line in a hurry up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. It's third and long. He drops to throw. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Press coverage now from the secondary. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. So back-to-back plays, nowhere to run. This defense all over their running back so far. So to avoid another punt here on the second drive, they got to convert here on third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
The Gators will line up to boot it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. Returner tackled right there. That's where we'll start the drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
First down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Second down play coming up for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down here for this offense. Runs through the defender. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the same runner's got it again. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Come up on third down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Can he make it to the marker? Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. The pass is incomplete, but a flag down on the field. So let's check this out. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Texas. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. An inside give now from the shotgun. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Boy, nice first down here by this running back. And what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Dameon Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs.
There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense jumps on the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or will the defense come up with a stop? They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Come to the line for second down and very short now. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. First and 10 now for the offense. It's a shotgun run call. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Pass caught. Can he get in? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. The Longhorns will line up now. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gators will kick this deep to begin the second half. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Already a 2-possession lead here. Let's see if they continue to call it aggressively and try to put this defense in a bigger hole. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Longhorns come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. And now the running backs got it again. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Ball handed off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right here.
It's 3rd down after that run. Try and muscle for the first down. And he will be stuffed for no gain. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You've got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And here's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Here comes a handoff. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? It was an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. They got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's review how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Powers through. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about.
Hold it.
Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. The Longhorns will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he goes out of bounds, but I don't think he got there. Short of the marker by about a yard. And the Gators offense retakes the field.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. You got control of this game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much on the return there, but a great interception. Give the offense the football at 42. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check it out. Getting set. Here's second down. He'll hand it off. Runs right over the defender. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Texas. Turn starts inside the 15. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Extra point try coming now. Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. The Longhorns offense takes the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown try last time they had it. Fresh set it down to the offense, first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Airing this one out toward the sideline. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. The conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers. But, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he fields it inside the 15. And they get into the ground at the 30. That's where the drive will start. The Florida offense retakes the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. And they'll begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Dropping back, it's Sims. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far. And the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
What if they got cooked up with his 2-point conversion attempt? That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. The defense make adjustments, come up with a stop here. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. That's an important first down on that running play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They test the middle there, but get nothing. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that previous play. Ball handed off. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Longhorns will look to convert here on 4th down. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Launching one to the end zone. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. He goes down, and the ball game will end on that turnover. Wow, Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the play